or new. And if you're returning, you're like, what's up, Michelle? How are you? In the comments, I would love for you to say happy Wednesday so that I can say happy Wednesday to you as well. This morning, do you want to know how much fun we're going to have together? I'm not even kidding you. We are going to have so much fun together. Okay, there. All right, let me bring the fire. What's going on? Happy freaking Wednesday. Coming in hot, coming in live, coming in sassy. Okay, if you're brand new, like I said, I want to see new in the comments section. If you're returning, happy Wednesday. Maybe you get this on the replay. / where are you coming in from? What time are you catching the replay at? Okay, I'm currently in Michigan. It is 9:03 a.m. on the dot. You are about to have the most delicious cottage cheese Greek yogurt infused breakfast that you've ever probably had in your entire life of living. And guess what's going to happen when you eat it? When you eat this specific combo, you're automatically, literally, hello, Wendy, going to start burning over 30 calories just eating it. Doesn't that sound delicious? So we're going to make breakfast together, and then we're also going to talk about losing weight in spring without giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol, or ever following a meal plan ever again. And listen, for 11 months when I tried losing weight, I lost nothing. I didn't even drop an inch. And I went into the doctor to get a physical, and I got a clean bill of health. And that clean bill of health was a pivotal moment in my life. It was like, okay, my doctor started talking about a drug called metformin. I Google it and it says diabetes. And I'm like, wait, am I a diabetic? No, it's just a pill that might help you lose some weight. No. It's time to learn. Like, this is never going to get easier. I always say if it was easy, it would be sleazy. So I'm like, I need to learn. Hello, I need to learn the right way. So I ended up getting a bunch of Audible books. Write these books down. And when you start getting them on Audible, other ones will come up for recommendations. But one was called The Obesity Fix. The other was called The Obesity Code. And if you know me, you know that while I'm doing my hair and my makeup, I am pouring into myself through Audible books. I cannot know enough information. Pour it in, let's freaking grow. So I'm not an expert, but I have a lot of good information that I apply in my life, and it is paid freaking 27-fold. So there's 3 things I wasn't doing. And every book I read started talking about these 3 things. And you know how you hear something over and over and over again and it just doesn't click? It finally clicked. Hey, Michelle, listen to what they're saying about protein. Listen to what they're saying about water. Listen to what they're saying about the insoluble and soluble fiber that's in the fruits and vegetables you're not eating. And hello, your mindset. Okay? What you think you become. What you think you become. It doesn't matter if the farmer goes to the farm and he takes a seed that has poison, or he takes a seed that's going to blossom some beautiful corn. Your body is the exact same way. You are what you think. So those are the 3 things that we're going to talk about today. So if you're pumped up, fired up, jacked up, I want to see in the comments some fire emojis. Number 1, tell me in the comments if I should tell you how many grams of protein each day that you should be having to lose massive amounts of weight. When I share with you what it is that I did, I'm going to tell you right now that I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months after struggling for 11 months to even drop an inch. And the best part about all of it is I have maintained it. I've maintained it coming up to 40 years old. My energy is so through the roof. My sleep is better. My brain fog is gone. Everything has benefited from the 3 things I'm going to share with you. So protein should never, ever, 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 ever fall below 125 grams of protein. I'm being dead serious. That's only 600 calories worth of food. I'm telling you right now that if I get your booty pushing for 125 grams of protein, you'll give me 100. So 100 grams of protein is 400 calories. I'm telling you right now that you can, you will, and you are. And I'm going to teach you how. Okay. Number 2 is water. It should be half of your weight in ounces of water each day. And I'm telling you right now, I wasn't doing any of this. So if you're like, wow, she just is born into, no. The only water I drank was when I brushed my teeth. Half of your weight in ounces of water each day. And number 3, change your freaking paradigm, which is going to change your life. What you say is what you grow. Just like the farmer who goes to the farm and he takes the poison and he grows poison. He takes the corn, he grows corn. So a book that's going to help is called Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. See, I got to the point in life, I started hearing these things and I'm like, yeah, right. And then I was like, you know what? Obviously what I'm doing isn't frickin' working, Michelle. You're miserable. You're broke, busted, disgusted. You're 35 pounds overweight. All you do is sleep. All you do is hide yourself in baggy clothes. You feel like dog crap all the time. Maybe you should stop listening to yourself and listen to some advice that you're getting and apply that. And I did. And the rest is history. So, number one, for 5 months, I never fell below 125 grams of protein, but I reached for 150. And if you're like, how is that even possible? In the comments, drop guide, because there is a guide that helped me in many ways. And honestly, if it wasn't for that guide, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. So in all fairness, I do have a guide that helped me. Number two, water. I have an alarm set right now. Every 90 minutes, it's called the stop, drop, and drink method. I drink for 15 Mississippis of water. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis, 3 Mississippis, 4 Mississippis, 15 seconds. I do that every 90 minutes, no matter what. I don't care if like I had in front of me the Pope. I would be like, hey, listen, stop, drop. I got to burn some calories, okay? And number three, get the Audible book. Drop a heart in the comments if you'll actually go to Audible because you're ready to change your mindset. You're ready to change your life. And you'll get the book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. And you'll put a sticky note in your car. And instead of listening to the radio, you'll listen to it. For the guide, the comments disappear, so I do have to direct you to a page at thebreakfastshow.net. The first thing that pops up at you, it says Protein Guide, FREE, click here, okay? FREE, click here. Okay, I want you in the comment section to drop a 1 if you've ever done a meal plan before. Okay, I was the girl who did about 30 meal plans. And with a meal plan, you get phenomenal results. If you get anything from today's episode, listen carefully. This point that I'm going to make is the most important point of the entire show. So, a meal plan will get you amazing results. You get results because what they're giving you is micro and macro nutrients. So we live in a generation where we think it's all calories. It is not all calories. And that's what we find. Are you restricting and you're like, I'm not losing? It is not about calories. It's macro and micronutrients. And when you get a meal plan, that's what you're given. You're given a certain percentage of your food coming from protein, fats, and carbs. Okay, that's a macronutrient. There's a graph at the end of the day that's 100%. Okay, and it's going to tell me, okay, this percentage of food from calories came from fat. This percentage came from protein. This percentage came from carbs. It's going to equal 100%. So where is the percentage coming from? Well, it's not the easiest thing to figure out because first and foremost, there's 9 calories per gram of fat. If you didn't know that, drop a 1. There's 4 calories per gram of protein. If you didn't know that, drop a 1. There's 4 calories per gram of carb. If you didn't know that, drop a 1. So here's what I needed to do. I, behind the scenes for 11 months, was like, how can I master this without ever buying a meal plan? I'm done with the meal plans. I would do a meal plan. I would get great results. I would get off, and every week, the weight would creep back up, and I'd be back to where I was. And I teach at a gym, and I see it time and time again with trainers. So I ended up failing forward, and I ended up inventing this thing called Power Play. And what I found was I take someone and I put them in an app that is configured to them. So let's use Alicia as an example. Alicia goes to an app where she knows based off her age, height, weight, activity level, and the fact that she's a male or a female, she goes into this app that's configured to her. Listen, no one can give you an exact number of grams protein and fat because every day you're eating different. The only way you're not eating different is if you were measuring every piece of food that went in your mouth. Otherwise, every day it is different, okay? So she goes into this app and all she does is put her food in an app. And every single night I can see this app and I voice note her. Say that 40% of the food she put into her mouth came from fat, okay? Say that 20% came from protein. So 40 plus 20 is 60. We have an extra 40%, which would have had to come from carbs. I need to look at her food diary and see, okay, listen, your protein has to be 35% of the food you're putting in your mouth every day for weight loss. Like, I'm not even kidding you, has to be. So we're 15% behind. Let's look at the foods. Here are some suggestions on how we could have shifted that. Instead of having the half avocado, which is a fat, do 1/4. All this pasta that you had for half a cup, do 1/4 of a cup. You had this ground chicken, instead of the half a cup, do 3/4 of a cup. Instead of having 1 egg, do 4 egg whites and take the yolk out of the 1 egg. That's going to give you 20 grams. I teach you. And what I found is you master it within 5 days. So I invented a course. 7 days you get behind the scenes with me. Not a course you go and learn by yourself, a course where you have my personal phone number and I teach you micro and macronutrients behind the scenes. You get everything you need for a lifetime. The app that tracks your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. Just so you know, most people pay for that app. You have it for a lifetime for free. There is no monthly fee. There is no catch. You have an app that I'm going to go into right now and tell me what I can make for breakfast, taking a picture of my refrigerator. And it's going to tell me what I can make for breakfast. I can tell it exactly to give me 30 grams of protein for under 300 calories, and it'll give me an answer in 3 seconds. So that means when I go to Panera today, I have to have 30% of my calories for lunch coming from protein, and 40% can come from fats and carbs. What can I order on this menu? Give me 5 ways. It'll give me an answer in 3 seconds. So now you're no longer self-sabotaging yourself as you eat out. You have the answers. And you get 10-minute ab workout starting today. You also get my event that's coming May 12th, where the tickets have not even opened for yet, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, and 16th, live with me. You have access to that event with every single day that it's live, every training and every module for lifetime. And on top of that, you get me at Costco and Kroger live. You get to see what's actually in Michelle's cart. How Michelle lost 30 pounds, having wine, having dessert. Yesterday, if you saw, I had French fries. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I don't care, and 10 being show me the way to losing weight through micro and macronutrients, no meal plan, no giving up foods, no giving up desserts, no giving up alcohol. You're looking at a course that is valued at $1,297. That's $67 today. And I'm telling you right now that that price is increasing next week. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I don't care and 10 being show me the mother flippin' way, I'm all in for power play. Let's freaking go. Where do you stand? And if it's a 10, I will change your life, and I will promise you you're most likely frustrated because everywhere you go, it's all about weight loss. But I'm telling you right now that you have never had a Michelle Churchill Dworak in your back pocket, and there will be a point in my life where I do not offer this anymore because it is behind the scenes, busy, gritty, having you text messaging me personally and me voice noting you every single day. But I'm obsessed. The more I can teach it, the more I can change the world. You will master this in 5 days. You get an extra 2 days with me just to ask me whatever it is that you want to ask to me. And my event in May, you're a part of. You're invited before tickets have even been released. So, yes, my Protein Power Plates recipe book did launch. What you can do is that recipe book is $97. Today it's $27. No joke. Every recipe is over 20 grams of protein. There's over 40 of them. You're talking the most delicious recipes for family that you can get your mitts on. So, whatever you put in the comments, you will no longer self-sabotage yourself. You'll pull out a note card and you will literally see the best you to exactly what you want to be, and you're going to become it. I'm not even kidding you. I did this on my husband, who's 53. He dropped 25 pounds. He's maintained it. He has burritos. He literally still has all of his favorite foods, but he knows even if he has 1,200 calories or 4,000 calories, 35% of those calories are coming from protein, and that's what I'm going to teach you. And it's only going to take 5 days, okay? Your only assignment is you put the food in an app. That is it. The only way you can fail is if you're not positive, coachable, and you don't put your food in an app, and the app is simple. I have 70-year-olds down 60 pounds. Drop a heart if you want to drop 60 freaking pounds, okay? So thebreakfastshow.net, the recipe book is called Power Plate. You can't miss it, Power Plates, okay? Thebreakfastshow.net has that. That's the recipe book. You will see Power Play. Once you get your ticket, okay, I'm telling you right now, the price is going up. It is $1,297. You get it for $67, lifetime access to everything. There is no catch. There is no monthly fee, okay? It's 2025 and you are talking to Michelle Churchill-Dworak right now, and I have a severe obsession with helping people who are ready to draw a line when it comes to self-sabotaging. If you're ready to take a meal plan and say, you know what, you taught me nothing. You gave me results, but then after that, you frickin' had me go back to square A. I hate you. There is no meal plan. There's no giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol. You're hearing that right. There is no secret. The secret is macronutrients and micronutrients. A certain percentage of your food at the end of the day equals this amount or greater, and this amount or less, period. If I mastered it, you can master it. It takes about 5 days. So, thebreakfastshow.net has Power Play. You'll click there. You'll get your ticket. You'll get an email to text my personal number that says, I am ready. 70 years old, I got you. Postmenopausal, works. Menopausal, works. Perimenopausal, works. 18 years old, works. Okay? Thebreakfastshow.net. The Protein Power Plates is the recipe book. It is $97. It is right now today $27. Okay? If you didn't get the free protein guide, thebreakfastshow.net, the first thing that pops up at you says protein guide, FREE. Click here. Okay? So we're going to make some power muffins. Let's see how we can make these. Okay, so Chat GPT. Let's go. I want to make muffins. I have chocolate peanut butter cup, protein powder. I have cottage cheese. I have eggs. I have vanilla syrup. I have cinnamon. I have sugar-free Jell-O packet. I want it to be at least 30 grams of protein per muffin, and I want it to be less than 200 calories. Can you give me a recipe, please? You have this app and I train you on it, just so you know. Okay, yes, here's a high protein, low calorie chocolate peanut butter cup protein muffin. Okay, 30 grams of protein, 200 calories, 1 scoop of... Okay, so here we go. Ready to make this with me? If you're ready, I need you to say ready in the comments. Like literally, if you are 100% all in and you're doing my course with me behind the scenes starting today, drop fire in the comments. Even if you get this on the replay. Okay? So, number one little trick I'm going to send to you. Please listen carefully because this will forever change your life. Are you ready or are you ready? Literally, when you look at the back of something, watch this. You grab the back. All you have to know is I need to cover the last number of the calories. Cover the last number. Okay? You look at a label, you see calories. All I need you to do is I need you to cover the last number. Okay? I covered the last number. Cool, Michelle. I have 9. When I go over to protein, is there 9 or greater? There's 13. It's a good bang for your buck. Oh my gosh, like you're doing really good. So now you can go in your refrigerator and you can look up all of your yogurts and all of your Greek yogurts and your cottage cheese and say, hey, what I've been eating, is it even a good bang for my buck? So let's try one more. I'm not answering this time, so I need you to get your fingers ready to type, or we're going to be here all day and I got things to do. I got to go teach fitness. You are my witness. So, Colleen, did you get my power play? You'll be behind the scenes with me today and you will no longer be in a plateau. I'll tell you that right now. We got the David bar. This is what I had this morning. People are like, how do you have so much? It's like, well, I wake up and I have, okay, I'm not going to tell you the secret because you're going to learn in a minute. 150 calories. What did we learn? Cover the last number. What do I have? I covered the last number. What do I have? I'm not answering this for you. The first one to speak up is going to have very good luck all day today. Like you are going to be manifesting amazing luck. So if I were you, I'd get out those nubs and I'd, Shane, 1. 15. Is there 15 or greater? There's 28. 28 grams of protein. You will never find this type of bang for your buck. 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. And guess what? You get all 4 of his samples for free. 10% off and free shipping if you get a 12-pack of his bars. Did you hear Dr. Hubbard's podcast? Clean, no sugar, taste good, put it in the microwave for 2 seconds and eat it. I have one every day. If you're asking, is it better to supplement with protein powder and protein bars? The answer is yes, than being deficit. So drop David in the comments because you can only find him online. And instead of having to go and spend your Wednesday looking everywhere for him, I'll drop that link for you. Okay? My favorite is right now cinnamon roll. Next is chocolate brownie batter. Next is cake batter. Next is cookie dough. Hi, honey. And after that is blueberry muffin. I don't know. I'm looking sassy. So that's the David bar. So now we know how to cover the last number on anything that, nice shorts, anything that we are eating and literally know if it's a good bang for your buck. So we need a fourth of a cup. So give me an example. Say something is 199 calories. 199, so it's 199. How many grams of protein minimum should it have? 199. What did we learn? Angelina's coming over soon. Go get ready. Did she tell you she's coming? No, so 199. I need you to help me. Come on. There's 100. Okay, so Patty says 19. Yes. Carrie, where do you get 20 from? Where do you get 20 from? Just because we want to make sure we master this. So we have 199. Okay, you cover the last number of anything you put into your mouth. And you have 19. We go to protein. Is there 19 or greater? Okay, got Imone. What do you get 20 from? 1/4 a cup of cottage cheese, 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder. Okay, so we're actually going to do 2 because it says 25 grams of protein and there's 20 grams of protein in this. So if you're looking for a protein powder that has less than 4 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of sugar, it has 140 calories with 20 grams of protein and also no dairy, no gluten, no soy in any way, shape, or form. Okay, get the Orgain. It has like 8 ingredients and it doesn't taste like chalk. Okay, I've tried 30 of them. Okay, it looks like we have this person on here. Delete or ban. Okay, I've tried 30 of them. So if you're looking for a protein powder and you want to choose from 25 flavors, okay, you can choose on their site. You can choose it. You can only get online. You can in the store you can only get chocolate or vanilla. I recommend getting a new flavor every week. Every week I recommend getting a new flavor, or every month. Okay, this is the Justine's chocolate peanut butter cup. Runner up is cookies and creamy with chunks of Oreo inside of it and fruity pebbles. You'll never get sick of it. I have over 30 recipes, Bella, turn it down, that I literally get to enjoy with this. You can get 15% off. Drop link in the comments and you get 30 days of unlimited workouts. Literally, they have virtual workouts. They partnered with some company and you get to be the first to trial them. So drop in the comments link. I'm more than happy to share that with you. Okay? So as far as you're asking about workouts, 1 tablespoon of sugar-free vanilla syrup. So we're actually going to use Silk almond creamer. Okay, so Silk almond creamer. I always measure. In the morning, I have 2 tablespoons in my coffee with 2 stevia in the raw packets, along with some cinnamon. Okay, 1 whole egg. We have to be very careful with eggs. Are you ready to hear what you're going to learn? We have to be very, 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 very careful because in an egg, there is 5 grams of fat. You know, we used to live in a world where we thought when we woke up it was healthy to have eggs. Oh, the link is right here. thebreakfastshow.net. The David bar is there. Sorry, the David bar. It's a gold bar. You'll get 4-pack of the sample pack for free. 10% off and free shipping if you get a pack of their 12 bars. Okay? 28 grams of protein just eating that. Guess what you're burning? 30 calories. Guess what 30 calories is? It's like walking on an incline for like 11 minutes. So now your body's going into calabolic and anabolic. I think it's working out. That's pretty sexy. Okay. The recipe book you're looking for, Power Plates. It's $97. Today it's $27. Thebreakfastshow.net. Protein Power Plates. Okay. So here's the deal with an egg. Write this down. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close them. There's 9 calories per gram of fat. 4 calories per gram of carb, 4 calories per gram of protein. Our new minimum is 20 to 30 grams of protein with every meal and every snack, period. Do you know how many tablespoons of peanut butter I would have had to eat to get 20 grams? 800 calories. When I was eating trail mix every day, a package of it, I was literally gonna have to eat 1,800 calories worth to get 20 grams of protein. So I was self-sabotaging myself in the snack department by eating almonds, cashews, avocados, egg yolks. They're fine, but I gotta cut the portion in half. When I eat peanut butter, 1 tablespoon. That's only 2.5 grams of protein. Where am I getting the other 18? Maybe I can add a David bar and put the peanut butter on top, or egg whites, or turkey bacon, or turkey sausage, or a shake, or lunch meat, or cottage cheese, or a Greek yogurt. Like, there are ways to do it, right? So if you wake up and eat eggs, you're having 12 grams of protein with 2 eggs. We didn't hit our goal. Shoot, you got 10 grams of fat. What's 10 times 9 calories? 90. Wait, 6 grams of protein times 4 is only 24. Your meal's trumped by fat calories. This is where macronutrients come into place. You don't understand your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. At the end of the day, I guarantee you, more of your food, over 40% of it, is coming from fat. I teach this in my 7-day course. You'll master in 5 days. So if you don't have Power Play and you're ready to learn how to lose weight without giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol, or ever following a meal plan ever again, you'll drop Power Play if you haven't already. Because in 5 days, you will master it. And it's not a course you do on your own. It's you having my cell phone and you going into an app that's mirrored to you, and every night I voice note you. We reverse engineer what it is that you've been doing and what it is that we need you to do. It's just a small little tweaks. There's a little bit of an imbalance. We balance it out. It's not changing your whole life. It's not giving up desserts. It's not giving up alcohol. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's life changing. So I'm not using the yolk. I'm putting peanut butter on top of my muffin. You can't have 2 fats with the food. There's 9 calories per gram. Okay? Like, if you're learning something, drop a 1. So my only case in point is, when you're enjoying the avocados, when you're enjoying the cheese, when you're enjoying your nuts, when you're enjoying your almonds, when you're enjoying your cashews, when you're enjoying your olives and your olive oil, too much of a good thing is just as freaking harmful as getting, it's so heart healthy. No, it's not. You're creating heart disease by eating too much food. Okay? So if you learned, I need you to remember that. So, Power Play for your ticket to start today to Unleash. It's usually, you get 5 bonuses you unlock today. It's usually $1,297. You have lifetime access to everything, including my live event, the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, with me behind the scenes. Lifetime access to what we do. And you get 5 other bonuses, 10-minute abs, the app for life that tracks your percentage. It's for $67 today, okay? For you to learn macronutrients in a course where you don't go do it on yourself. We're behind the scenes together. The only way you learn isn't by reading the book, it's by doing, and I voice note you. So, thebreakfastshow.net has Protein Power Play. The recipe book, it's Protein Power Plates, $97, it's $27. Okay? If you didn't get the protein guide, which is free, that's gonna be your #1 culprit to getting 20 to 30 grams of protein with meals and snacks. That's at thebreakfastshow.net. Underneath the first thing, Protein Power Play free. The Orgain protein powder for 15% off, it's down there. The David bar for the 4-pack for free, 10% free shipping, 10% off. The David bar is in there. Why am I leading you here? Comments disappear. It says 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, what are 8 positive benefits of cinnamon on your health? Wait until you hear this. Wait. Alexa, what are 8 positive benefits of cinnamon on your health?
Here's something I found on the web. Some health benefits commonly associated with cinnamon may include providing antioxidants, reducing inflammation, preventing heart disease, lowering blood sugar levels, preventing diabetes, preventing cancer, preventing bacterial and fungal infection, improving insulin sensitivity.
So if you just learned something new about cinnamon, say I love you in the comments section, but listen, not regular cinnamon. Not regular cinnamon. Cinnamon directly has a little bit of a correlation to the kidney. We don't want that. We want Ceylon. There's no correlation. Ceylon. This right here is the Simple Truth Organic. You want 2 pinches a day. I already put a pinch in my coffee. I now put a pinch inside of these freaking power muffins that we're about to make together. Okay? If you want the link, drop link in the comments. I get it from Amazon. I like to save my time and I like to save my money from gas. I know I'm such a dork. Elaine says I love you. Okay? Okay. Half a packet. Do not judge me. Okay? It's about moderation. I do so many good things, like my water timer's going off. I get in my steps. Like last night at 9 o'clock after dinner, I had to get my walk in. If I want to add a half a freaking packet of a small Jell-O packet that's sugar-free to my muffins, let me. Let me. Okay? Just don't judge me. So, we're going to take this half packet. Okay. Okay. So, you know what I'm going to top this with? 1 cup of berries, like shove it inside of it with a half a tablespoon of Octonut creamy cashew butter. Oh, it's gonna be to die for. Okay, so thebreakfastshow.net has for you Amazon finds. You cannot miss it. And while you're at it, if you're asking what that mask is that I wear every day, it's in there. It's a red light therapy mask. The link to Power Plates isn't working. Shoot, Laura, can you please message me? Can you message me? I might be able to actually put it inside of here. People are telling me from thebreakfastshow.net that the link to the Power Plates is not working. Can we make sure that we change that out? Thank you. Okay, in regards to Madison asking about workouts, I have my 6 weeks to my best me. Here's the number one thing that people are struggling with. They're not getting the proper amount of protein, or they're not getting the proper amount of upper body, lower body, cardio, or core. That's what's happening. They're not getting the proper amount of upper body, cardio, core. They're either overtraining, undertraining, not getting strength training. So for my best me, you get 3 to 4 strength training workouts. You press play on. That's all you have to do is press play on it. I just put it in the comments. Laura, here you go. I'm going to respond to you. Reply. There you go. I just put the Power Plates recipe book in the comments. Here's the deal. So you get 3 to 4 workouts a week, depending on what you have time for. You press play. Each week is a different workout. Each day is a different workout. You never repeat. You get a 30-minute call with me. Hello, let's be besties. We get to talk on the phone 6 weeks in a row for 30 minutes. It's actually a lot of fun. And you have access to me all the time on my phone number. So you right then and there you have me as your accountability partner for 6 weeks. So if you don't know how to get the proper amount of upper body cardio core and you are overtraining or doing just cardio and you're like, I want to be lean. I want to go from 24% body fat to 18. Drop a 6 in the comments. I have people who are literally doing chair exercises. I don't know why most of my clients are like 50 and up. I think it's because their cortisol sucks because their workouts are so off. But you have me as your accountability partner. That's my 6 weeks to my best me accelerator program. So there's a couple ways to work with me, right? Yes. Okay, so now we just mix this all together. I need you to check the ingredients to your nut butter. I need you to run and check your ingredients to any type of peanut butter that you are consuming. And here's the reason why. Okay, the first ingredient listed on anything that you put into your mouth, the first ingredient. So you look at something, it says ingredients. The first ingredient is what you can find the most of. The last ingredient is what you can find the absolute least of. Okay, so my first ingredient in my nut butter literally said, guess what it said? It said cashews. It said sugar. Cashews. It said sugar. Okay, I need to double up my recipe because it's too, thin. So the first ingredient, the last ingredient was peanuts. So I was literally eating an entire bowl of, guess what? Sugar. And the last ingredient was peanuts. So now my Octonut creamy cashew butter, which thank goodness I found it and got it from Amazon, it has one ingredient and that's cashews. And that's what I'm going to top on top of this. Okay. So I'm going to be topping 6 weeks of the best you is right here. It's all the way at the bottom of the page. For the free protein guide that you're asking about, Claudia, it's at the top. Thebreakfastshow.net has your free protein guide. Click here. You won't miss it. That's what you want to help you get 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal per snack. That's correct. And then you'll see at the bottom, 6 weeks best you. That's the 6-week program with me. It's an accelerator program. Don't let that scare you. You're getting the proper amount of upper body, lower body, cardio, and core. You have me as your accountability partner. I'm telling you right now that don't compare me to someone that you've had in your past or anything that you've tried in your past, because they haven't taught you the right way. Okay, they didn't teach you a macro or micronutrient. They gave you a food plan or a meal plan, and that's not teaching. That's a bandage. What happens when the 6 weeks is over? You will have completely mastered macro and micronutrients without ever being handed a meal plan, without ever giving up food, desserts, or alcohol. So going into summer, okay? So I'm gonna mix this up. I set the, all I have to do is set the timer, put this in a tray, and then make them and be on my way. They seem a little bit thick. I'm a little bit concerned, but sometimes baking isn't really my forte, and it kind of looks like a dinosaur after I make it, but at the same time, it comes out and it tastes absolutely delicious. Number 2, we talked about water intake. Has to be half of your weight in ounces of water. I didn't make that rule. That comes from lipolysis, which is how your body burns fat holistically. And then how you do that is you're gonna set a 90-minute timer. And every 90 minutes, you're gonna stop, drop, and drink 15 Mississippi's worth of water. And then number 2, the last thing is that you are going to get that book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. Okay, so those are the 3 things. That was today's recipe. So let's recap. How many grams of protein minimum per meal per snack? How many grams of protein minimum per meal per snack? Tell me that in the comment section. Okay, let's recap. And always make sure when you're measuring, because I'm going to put Octonut Creamy Cashew Butter on the top. I used to have a tablespoon, like not even own one. 20 to 30, correct. So my tablespoon was sweeping over. Like you can't have anything on the back of your tablespoon, and it needs to be level. Food is energy. And when we put too much energy into our body, it doesn't matter if it's an avocado or black beans and this cowboy dip is so good for you. When we put too much food in, it's stored as fat. Okay, the only reason why macronutrients are where it's at is because the body burns 30% more calories. Eating protein, it's how the body feels full and satiety. It's how you keep visceral fat off of the tummy and the waistline of the stomach, and it improves your muscle tone. And you stop producing, or you lose 1% of your muscle each year. Okay, I put 10 on the other Facebook Live and have not received. Kathleen, what are you trying to get? You have to go get you have to get the Power Play, and then you'll get an email to text me personally. Does that make sense? Let's see, Catherine. Here, let me drop that link for you. Power Play, and then you'll get an email, and you'll be texting me personally. Because a lot of times in these comments, when we go to message people that we're not friends with, guess what happens? Well, it goes into your spam or message request, or it doesn't go through because it thinks I'm spamming you. Okay? So what other questions? What did you learn today that you're going to start implying? If you didn't get the free protein guide, drop free in the comment section. Kathleen, I just dropped that link. Drop free in the comments. If you didn't get the David bar, drop David. If you didn't get the Orgain protein powder, drop protein. If you didn't get the Amazon finds, your Ceylon cinnamon, your Octonut creamy cashew butter, drop Amazon. Because I am getting off. I'm going to teach fitness. You are going to be my witness. Okay? Oh, you'll have everything. I put everything salt on it. Sometimes I put like 1 tablespoon of cream cheese in there as well. Okay, so everything is right here. Thebreakfastshow.net. The protein guide, FREE, click here. It's there. That's your free protein guide. The gold David bar, you'll see. Okay, 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. The Orgain protein powder. Every time you use those links, you're getting free shipping and 15% off. just so you know, not just your first time. Amazon finds, or underneath Amazon finds, you'll see that Octonut, you see the creamy cashew butter, you'll see the cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon, all that's under my Amazon finds. 6 weeks to the best you is at the bottom, and then the protein power play is in there. That's for the power play, learning macros in my course with me behind the scenes via my phone number. And then the protein power plates recipe book, it's in there under power plates. Think of plates, okay? So I am gonna hop off. Now is your time to drop any questions. I'll give a few minutes to answer questions. Drop any questions in the comments. More than happy to answer anything. I will put this recipe on my stories, okay? And I will also add it into the wonderful protein guide, okay? I'll add it to my stories and I'll also put it in the protein guide. So, now is your time to shine. Now is my time to stop talking. But today is a pivotal moment in your life. Hit the follow button because we have a breakfast episode and every day is different and every recipe is different. And every day I have a little bit more different sass, right? Okay. I do have spots open for my 5-day drop. It's actually called the 5-day reset. It starts on Monday. It's a full reset. It's crazy. It's for inflammation, bloating, metabolic reset / gut reset. I give you everything you follow for 5 days and you get to be behind the scenes with me to chat. You're guaranteed to drop 5 pounds. And that starts Monday. I do have a few spots. There's no supplements either, which is pretty incredible. And you get everything to follow along with my support. So if you haven't done the 5-day reset with me yet, make sure you drop reset in the comments. That's usually 97. And today it's only, I think, 37 or 27. 37 or 27. It's the most amazing thing ever because it's literally on a Monday and we end on a Friday. And you will literally have so much energy, you will want to kiss me and hug me. Okay? Well, I'm going to put this right here for you, okay, Pumpkin? I love you. Okay, reset. Okay, so that reset is on the site as well. You won't miss it. I think 27 or 37. Usually I have it at 97. But we're going into spring, we're going into summer. And I always have used for transformation stories, testimonials. I always do one out of the month that is at that. Okay? For that reset, it's right here, thebreakfastshow.net. Okay? Thebreakfastshow.net, it says 5-day reset. You won't miss it. Go in there, get it. You have to message me reset so that I can add you into the chat starting for Monday. I only take a certain amount of participants because I literally cheer you on. I give you every tip, every trick behind the scene. Okay? Yep, that's at thebreakfastshow.net. I'm curious, okay? So I have this thing that I started doing, but I'd have to get all of the stuff and then put individually in a little baggie for you, something to do with me that I did to kind of like help with bloating and inflammation. And for me to give you your little kit, like I would have to give you a personal kit and send it to you. And I was talking to my husband, I'm like, I don't know if that's like something like, would that be, if you had to go off on your own and get all the stuff, it would be hundreds of dollars. But I could send it to you individually in packets, like it's packets, and you could do something with me for behind the scenes for a week to help with this. Would you get it? And I could do it for like $127, and you could just get everything individually sent to you. I'm just curious if that would be a thing or if that would just be, because that would be, I'd have to package it, send it to you. And that would be at one, and otherwise, if I led you to everything that I use, you'd have to spend, you know what I mean? And you can seriously go in and with these things, you can take all the inside, like the cells inside of your body and the metabolism in the gut. So I'd be curious to get your feedback on that. Because I'm like behind the scenes reading a ton of books. Like I'm a nerd junkie. So when I do these things, I'm like, oh, I want to say it, but like there's no, I'd be curious, but it looks like no one's talking to me. So it's 4 different things that I use, and you would be using them for 7 days to get the cells repairing inside of the body. Okay, so for the reset, if you go there, you'll get a thing. You'll message me reset. That's at thebreakfastshow.net as well. It says